about other stuff. We'll keep talking about other stuff while we set up our team. Because I don't want to waste any time. I want to get right down to business. We have a lot to do in terms of setting up this team for a championship defense. Where we probably won't even make the playoffs. We shall see. We will find out. Chris Rumble 22 Legend Edition. Can you imagine? In terms of whether or not I'm going to do a Hut series, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Do I know the cover athlete? Yes. And I cannot say. You are correct. Alright, running backs, we are good. Unless we find rookies here. Wait, you guys won the Super Bowl. We did. We won the Super Bowl. It was ridiculous. We'll search for rookies. Wide receivers. We should be good with the young people. And though a lot of people don't understand the concept of an NDA. They're like, hey, I know you're under NDA, but still, tell us everything about the video game. Tell us everything. It's Eric at Branson. Ah, shit, someone figured it out. Alright, let's see. Nick, what's going on? Oh, boy. Okay. Well, the good thing is we actually don't even really need to sign that many people. Now it's just a matter of looking through stuff. Please disclose all you know, right? Hey, I've been, you know, I've been good at keeping secrets for 3 or 4 years now, being affiliated with EA. So, you know, I don't slip up, you know. And the best part is I can say something like John Cena's the cover athlete, or is he? And then you'll be like, well, shit, what if he is? Maybe not John Cena, but about any other option. So you see, we're good to go. We need a third quarterback. Taysom Hill, clearly. Do we have, as we always do, we will look, Kyle Lowry for cover. The greatest Raptor of all time. What are the odds that an NHL game... Wait. What are the odds that when an NHL game gets roster sharing, it gets linked hard? I mean, the issue with leaks is you never know what's true or not. And I will say I have seen examples of people leaking features that are not true. So, but what's true and what isn't true, who's to say? You'll find out when they unveil the trailer on the 19th. By the time this ends up on YouTube, it would have been up for a long time. But yeah, hey, what are you gonna do? John Cena cover with EA Sports. Nobody else there. There you go. We need a backup quarterback. There's really no good people to sign. Like, who's the oldest? Andy Dalton, Case Keenum, Nick Foles, Tyrod, Taysom Hill, Blaine, Yo Gabba Gabbert. Geno Smith. Jesus. AJ McCarron. I don't know who to sign as like a meme. Oh, I know who to sign as a meme. Come on down to the Peter meme. Nathan Peterman will be our third string QB. Actually, that's not a good idea. I do need someone who's not complete trash in case of an injury. It might be Dalton's time. I was going to go with the Dalton meme if it's his time. And it might have to be. What are his attributes at this point? Jesus. Who actually has good throw power? So some of these rookies have good throw power. I think I just have to find like the highest rated rookie available. The problem is I think that means it's a 58 overall quarterback. It's one of these three. Taylor Amaya, Greg Peters, or Colby Adkins. All of them have the same throw power. Better short accuracy. Oh boy. Goodness. Who was the last goalie to be on an NHL cover? Martin Brodeur, NHL 14. Before that, it was Van Beesbrook in 97, and then technically 95 had a goalie on it, but it wasn't actually like a cover. Alright. Might have to bring in Andy Dalton. His magnificent hair. Running backs, we do not need anybody. There are some dudes out there that aren't that bad, but we are good to go. The only question, again, do we have any prospects with a star dev? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Hawks. Grab a dynamite for a second. I lost my line. I'm thinking this will pop out. Run. Right. Shout to Trump's wrinkly balls for the follow, by the way. Shout out. Name of the night. That won't be topped. That won't be topped. I mean, Hawks Dynamite was awesome as always. It always is. Elton Means. We have had horrible luck finding star players here. Normally we do okay, and with how stacked the drafts are, they're not that bad, but... Steven Stevens. Oh, Daniel Edwards. Well, I don't think we're going to get anybody worthwhile. Although Ahmed is there. I'm going to sign Ahmed for the moment. We'll see if we can keep him on the team. See if it was good for us last night. Fullback-wise, Chase Glenn. Honestly, I'm going to just sign you and try to put you on the practice squad. Watch the last hour of last night's VOD to see how the draft went. That's my dedication. Crease, that's some solid dedication. I hope you enjoyed it. And the white screen, the blinding white screen of death. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Steve Myers, 66 rookie. Interesting. Maybe try to sign him up and practice squad him as well. Kerry Spears, not that good. Jeremiah Maguire. Demetrius Red, son of Michael. Gerald Russell, Lionel Claiborne, just a whole bunch of nothing. The game is trying to take us to heaven with that light, right? Parker Northrup, what a name. Northrup. Looks like they've added more names into the mix. Percy Wilson, we're gonna sign him just in case. Maybe try to practice squad him. Carlos Claiborne. Sox. No. Stop. Daryl Carmichael. Ben Crawford. Man, we can't get anybody. Nobody that's sneaky good, unfortunately. Ron Davidson. We had some luck last year, but no such luck this year. Andrew McCall. Terrell Evans. Nobody. Attitude Adjuster, how are you? Hope you're doing alright. Good to see you. Justice Hightower. Warrior, I believe you. George Holiday. Man, we can't find anybody with a star dev. Sheesh. Alright. Tight end wise, again, we don't need a good player, but what about a prospect? UDFA, anybody? Joel Woody. Nope.
Oh,
Dylan McLeod. Shout out to Obama's wrinkly balls as well. Good stuff. I can't wait to see how many accounts this person has. There's a lot more presidents to go, buddy. Let's see that dedication. I want to see that follow count go up. Alex Smith. Dante Haywood. Bob Edwards. Marco Portis. Looks like they broke UDFA. Well, not necessarily because we have training, but yeah, unfortunately, we're not really finding anybody here. But we're going to keep looking. Like I said, this is my way of testing out whether or not a UDFA series would work. Abe's gunshot wound. Jesus Christ, Endo.
Oh, good!
Bill Clinton's... Hey, no, you don't get to go from Trump to Obama and then to Bill Clinton. Where's W? You forgot W. Give me George W.'s Rinky Balls. Rinky Balls, Wrinkly Balls. Unbelievable. How disrespectful. That man dodged a shoe in Iraq, and you don't give him his proper order in the presidential rundown. Unbelievable. Get out. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. My goodness. Jesus Christ. Now watch this drive. Left guard, Justin Pugh. The Pew. Repent. Pent. Everybody pent. Hunter Springs. Christian Cantwell. Can he block? No. Caleb Milner. Son of James.
Oh, good for you.
Kevin Hart's tiny balls. Okay. So now the question is, though, is like the next name like Shaquille O'Neal's tiny balls, or are tiny balls limited to just shorter men? You see where the question comes from here. I can't wait to see what what twist of the tail we have next. This is fantastic. Oh, Joseph Paul. God, can we get anybody? Enya what's going on? You've been topped in terms of great names, by the way. I hate to tell you. We do need to sign a center. Let's go for Trey Hopkins. Why not? Get a half-decent backup center. We have the cap space. Shaq's Magnum. No. It would be Danny DeVito's Magnum. Oh, Tremaine Boswell. It's all the wrinkly balls. Oh, and you would think a different streamer would pull the list down off the off the screen, not me. Al Gore's wrinkly ball. Al Gore was never president officially. He was, but then W happened. What is this? What is this? There's no rhyme or reason for any of this. It's all just random. It's like the universe. This is bullshit. He was until Florida. Never forget. Fuck. I imagine if Al Gore became president and we all weren't, as fucked as we are in terms of global warming now. Can you imagine? Anyway. Prismatic. He says it wasn't him. Your follow list is now full of wrinkly balls. Hey. You don't get to decide your audience. All you get to do is embrace your audience. And if I'm going to be surrounded by people like Endo, Big Boy, Nico, and a bunch of old wrinkly balls, then hey, you know what? So be it. And this is going on YouTube. You're fucking right, it's going on YouTube.
Oh, good for you!
Mike Pence's wrinkly ball. Okay, so now we've gone from presidential to comedian to presidential runner-up to vice president. Is there a pattern here that I'm just not seeing? It's like the number 23. I can't find the pattern in the wrinkly balls. This is ridiculous. Also, we have not found a single goddamn player. So thank God for the wrinkly balls, because it's really helped make this interesting while we find absolutely fucking nobody. Absolutely fucking nobody. God damn. Jesus. This is the quality. Oh, we're all about the content here. You know that. We are all about the content here. Now, what the content is, again, that's a toss-up from night to night, you know? That's a toss-up. Alright, let's see.
Oh, good for you!
John Wick, Wiki want. No! Why not John Wick's wrinkly balls? He's old as shit. He's been at it for a long time. Bernie's wrinkly balls. There we go. There we go. I was worried for a minute. I was worried that we ran out of sack. And that's the worst thing that can happen when looking at the defensive line. Never want to run out of sack. To whoever's doing this, by the way, thank you. I appreciate you. Not only for boosting the follow count artificially, but, I mean, again, this has turned out to be a complete bust of trying to find good UDFA players, so this is perfect. Thank you for the assistance. Timmy Man. Not that good, though. Can we get anybody that's half decent? Fucking hell. I swear on Bernie's wrinkly balls, all I want is to just find one half-decent player. That too much to ask for?
Oh, good for you!
I'm guessing it's feces licking bot. You know, you would think, though. Like, okay, so let's break this down. That's just self-control. Like, if you enjoy it enough to be licking, but not fully consuming. That's just dedication. That's a damn good amount of self-control, you know? So fair enough. Fair enough. I can't wait to see what name's next. Hey, we don't kink shame around here. That bot can do what that bot wants. As long as they're not hurting anybody else. Who knew this was the direction we were going to go after that first name, you know? Who knew? I think we should mod the first Wrinkly Balls account, clearly. And again, I cannot find a single half-decent player. This sucks. Oh, Gary Duvall. Sign you for the moment. Linebackers. Who's the best outside linebacker? Kyle Van Noy. Come on back to New England, please. For the season. And then do we have any young linebackers who aren't complete trash?
Oh,
Please,
good
God.
for you.
Hey, it's Tom Brady's wrinkly balls. His balls are as smooth as eggs, sir. I would know. He has all the money in the world. All the money in the world to avoid a wrinkly ball fate. So, fake news on that one. Fake news. Van Noy's wrinkly. So clearly what we have to do now is just sign only players who are like 34 and under, or above, I should say, and have the team be named the Utah Wrinkly Balls. I mean, that's clearly where we're going with this. Clearly. God damn. Can I find one goddamn player? Hello, Jaco, by the way. I hope you're great. Hope you've been well. And indeed, people will never forget. You'll always be known for the grapes. Just like this stream will always be known for Tom Brady's wrinkly balls. Utah Wrinklers. Go Wrinklers.
Oh, good for you.
Beautiful. Technically speaking, the sack is wrinkly. That's true. I mean, if you have wrinkly balls, that sounds like a severe medical condition. If you really think about it, think about wrinkly balls as hard as you can. Shout out to Boris's wrinkly balls. Who is Boris? I don't know. But he's got some balls. And they be wrinkly. And they be wrinkly. They better lead the league in sacks every year. Oh, they will. There's no wrinkle to that storyline. I'm guessing it's Mariah. Thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to whatever the hell this stream is. But you know what we do around here? When someone tries to troll, we just run with it. That's what we do. I'm not going to turn off my alerts. I'm not going to be like, no, please stop. You do whatever the hell you want. I don't give a shit. Am I going to stream the NHL reveal tomorrow? No, I will probably be sleeping. But I'll have a video out talking about it, I'm sure. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I always do. Once they put out the reveal trailer, I always have a video up on YouTube. I wish I could live stream it, but if I'm not mistaken, God, when is the trailer coming out? It's like at 11 a.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. There's no way I'll be up at 11 o'clock in the morning. There's no fucking way. Absolutely not. So, yeah, we'll have a video up talking about it. I'll break everything down. And, hey, we'll take it from there. So, yeah, there is not a chance in hell that I'm going to be awake. I heard the EA noise. Yeah, I clicked on a link to be like, hey, when's the video? And then it links to the video that says, hey, we'll be live at 11 a.m. So, that's what you heard. So, yeah. I will happily talk about everything that I know when I am allowed to. You know? When's the review embargo over? For what? I wanted to cover athlete will have wrinkly balls. I'm almost certain of it. Jaco, I'm enjoying it, man. Madden's Madden. Madden is Madden. I didn't go to bed till 1 p.m. I've been there. I've been on that type of schedule. Fuck that, by the way. It's almost as if Mac Jones blurring the Chiefs with his eyes closed. Raiden, it's true. We'll see what he can do in Season 2. Did you see Nasher triggering people with the Xbox logo focus? I didn't, but that doesn't surprise me. Honestly, does anyone else feel like the toxicity between Xbox versus PlayStation fanboys is probably worse than it's ever been? Like, my God. Hey, we finally got one, Alonzo McLean. Like, I feel like it's probably the worst it's ever been. Like, my God. if MLB The Show is like, hey, you know how we did something for PlayStation a month ago? We're going to do the same thing for Xbox now and give them free packs. All the PlayStation fanboys like, how could you do that? We have the loyalty. We've been here for years. What's the matter with you? You better give us our stuff too. It's like, calm the fuck down, kid. Jesus.
Oh, good
It's
for
brutal.
you.
Shout out to A-Rod's Shrunken Balls, ladies and gentlemen. Standing round of applause. A-Rod's Shrunken Balls. That deserves a round of applause. This stream cannot be any better. That's the winner right there. Don't even bother following with any other accounts. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's the stream. Stop at the peak. We are done here.
Oh, good for you.
James Polk's. Yeah, see, you blew it with another presidential account. I'm sorry, you blew it. You blew it. You had such a good run going. You are officially the band who doesn't know when to quit. That's a shame. That's a shame. Good try, though. Sammy Sosa's. Oh, God. But yeah, no, we'll be talking about NHL 22 a lot very, very soon. Very, very soon. It'll be nice. I think we found one goddamn player. One that had a decent dev pattern. That's ridiculous. I have never seen so few players available. Criminy.
Oh, good for you.
Got the Glizzy for the follow as well. I'm not going to ask. I've done anything else. Let's see what we got here. In terms of quarterbacks, if we wanted Addison Slater to be our backup, we just carry him. Otherwise, it's Andy Dalton. Ryan with the follow as well. Green Day's frankly. Jesus. Yeah, they would be a band that doesn't know how to quit. As much as I love Nathan Peterman, I mean, I think we're gonna carry Andy Dalton here. Maybe, but then the Peter meme. Let's be honest, if Mac Jones gets hurt, we're fucked anyway. Andy Dalton's not leading us to the playoffs, so we're gonna go ahead and hold on to Slater and Peterman. Running back. So we have Hunt and Davis as our 1-2 punch. From there, Humphreys doesn't have a dev pattern. I'll try to put him on the practice squad. Bullard didn't have a dev pattern. He's better than Humphreys. Stokes didn't have a dev pattern either. So I think we'll probably try to keep Bullard. I'd like to keep Salvon Ahmed. He was really good for us last year, but I'm going to have to cut him. We just don't have space. So I'm thinking Stokes and Humphreys will be put on the practice squad this season. So let me make a note of that. Sign Kareem Hunt. We did. Only because we lowballed him on an offer, and for some reason he accepted. So, and we kind of got stuck with him, but it makes sense. All right, wide receiver wise, holy shit. He's the A-Rod account, most of the time I'll be the show. Well, Ryan, I'd expect so. I mean, again, you disappointed me with some of those accounts, but hey, you put up a good fight. Andrew Jarrett is trash. We're just gonna go ahead and cut ties with him. I think he was an auto-signed practice squad player last year. Cedric Graham is trash. I think again, same thing. Steve Myers, 21 and a 68. Thoughts on Madden so far? From the one and only Ryan Tannehill. It's good. It's good for a Madden. Is it a great simulation football game? No, but it's good for a Madden. Go ahead and cut Matt Stewart. Trey Nixon we're going to get rid of as well. Sorry, Trey. Thank you for being a loyal soldier. We got Myers. We got Percy Wilson. Both are decent. And I got to see. And we can try to practice squad them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm probably going to have to practice squad Anthony. Unfortunately. And in that way we can keep Fletcher on the roster. So wide receivers, Anthony, Wilson, and Myers will try to practice squad as well. Tight end wise, it's Henry, it's Pitts, and it'll be Shepard or Shelley. Both are pretty trash. We'll get rid of Will Shelley. I guess we do kind of need a third tight end, but let me go see if there's somebody better. Because the funny thing is, we still have all the cap space in the world right now, despite the moves that we've made. So for this season, at least, we can afford to sign some rando people. So Zach Ertz could be signed. Jared Cook, Lee Smith, Kyle Rudolph. Let's sign Zach Ertz. Let's do it. We'll bring in Zach Ertz for the season. Is there a step? Nope, Jaco, we're just building super team, that's all. That's the only deal. We'll save like drafted glories and stuff for the beginning of September. So Keith Shepard, we'll go ahead and get rid of you. On the O-line, we're looking okay. Again, Pete Rhodes, we'll hold on to. Seth Olson could be dropped. And Frank Richardson could also be dropped, and I think he will be. Let's go ahead and drop Seth Olson as well. The O-line's a little bit scary now. Defensively, we do have Zach Blake randomly. All right, we gotta figure something out here. So I don't believe Blake had a good dev pattern. I don't believe Duval had a good dev pattern. So Blake, and on the right-hand side, we'll try to send down Duval. Defensive tackle, Barmore, Goldsberry, and Steele. So Hatchett doesn't have a great dev pattern. We'll try to get him on the practice squad if he gets playing, so be it. Shout out to Trevor Bauer's prison uniform. Another great name. Bravo. And here's hoping, because fuck that guy. And neoliberal propaganda. What the fuck? Alright, you've gone overboard now. Let's see. Koromoa, Winslow, and Rogers. Uche, Van Noy, Joyner, and Enrique Wyrick. So Wyrick is just outright trash. We'll go ahead and drop him. And then Kyle Rogers doesn't have a good dev pattern, so again, we'll aim for the practice squad. Middle linebacker, of course, Roquan Smith, Donta Hightower. Dalton does have a good dev pattern, so I'm intrigued to see how much he plays this year. Bobby Bush and Sheed. Neither are brutal, but I think we'll put them on the practice squad if we can. So, I mean, Sheed's not bad, but he needs a breakout moment. And then we have 1,000 corners. Honestly, we don't need Bryce Callahan. He'd take valuable space.
Oh, good for you!
Shout out to Toogie escaped balls. True. I'm not grabbing the thing. Good try, though. Good try. Chris Payne. Now, I'm telling you, end it there. That's a good one to end it on. You should have ended it earlier. You should have ended it earlier on A-Rod Shrunken Balls. That is your great chance to just let that meme die. Let it die. Don't let it overstay its course. Don't do it. Just let it go. All right, so McLean has star dev. Felix Good is not good. This is Endo. That doesn't surprise me. Shout out to Scav87, by the way. Desmond Young can go down as well. Monty McDonald, also not bad. Could be dropped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I guess we'll keep McDonald. And maybe try to put McLean on the practice squad as well. Alright, safeties. We have 1,000 of them. We still need to make a trade at safety. Unless we move one of the big three. Actually, that's right, we did. Jordan Poyer can't be here. That's right. Alright, Jordan, you gotta go. So, we'll move Ronnie Harrison over to strong safety here. Let Spillman stay in his natural position.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the
Chat's just being ridiculous tonight, let me tell you. Alright, let's see what else we can do here to finish this up. Ty Chapman. Normal dev could be dropped. Carlos Melton. Normal dev could be dropped. Levi Ware. So a free safety will try to drop Chapman. Deke, what the hell were you doing on? Sir, do you know what time it is? What the hell were you doing online? I didn't know you were still streaming. How'd the fucking stream go? Were you mowing lawns? I'm guessing it's Aren't. I'm not sure. Thank you for the follow. Was Deke mowing the lawn? Lawnmower man? Lawnmower sim? Let's see, Spillman, Chapman, and Mason. And then Harrison, Nance. Ronnie Stewart's not bad. Andrew Rice isn't bad. Deke. Oh, so Deke was still doing the Lions franchise. Or this is the place for balls. Apparently, I don't know how that happened. But here we are. So Deke, how'd your adventure with the Lions begin? How did that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which means that Chapman, Mason, Melton, and Ware definitely not going to be able to send everybody to the practice squad. Balls, man, right? LOL, we got fired, then restarted. So you played as a coach and got fired after 1 season, huh? I think that's what you're telling me. Alright, so we are under the roster limit, which is beautiful. So the team right now, for the most part, is set. Let's take a look at the weekly strat here. It was awesome. Nice. I wanted to play as a coach for the sake of like those cutscenes, but I feel like they'd get really old, much like they did in NHL, you know? Sock, you're correct. Alright, let's see. So again, interception is the goal. God, who the hell do we focus on this year? I think it's clear Mac has to be a focus here. Jacob, you gotta be up at 6. Oof. Good night, buddy. It was good seeing you. Again, hope you've been well. We gotta get Sidney Baldwin in there. Jacob, we do miss you. Jake from state jail. How are you, sir? I hope you're good. Get Kyle Pitts as a focused player. Anybody else? Could go Cameron Todd to try and get him to develop on the O-line. Madden did Mac wrong with the normal dev. They sure did. They sure did. See if we can also get Pete Rhodes to develop a little bit. So Winovich is 28. And I wouldn't mind focusing on Zach Blake. But he's got normal dev. Right-hand side, it's McKay or Aiken. Damn. Maybe focus on McKay until we know what Aiken is. Just killing the F1 my team right now. I hope to end up playing some F1 tonight. It is one hell of a game. We shall see if that happens. Alright, so for the preseason, I just realized Jeremiah Harper's there and I wasn't focusing on him. So there we go. Those will be the 6 offensive players that we focus on here. And I'm actually going to mark that down. So the offensive players to focus on are Jones, Baldwin. That's a hell of a name. Thank you for the follow. That's what I'm going to say. Jake, I'm doing great, man. Having a lot of fun streaming lately. Everything else is going great. I'm having a time. A damn good time. Alright, so we'll focus on the offense. Those 6 guys. We'll hope for the best. Sydney Balls. Ooh, player upgrades already. Who do we got? Oh, baby, he's not cooked. Super Bowl champion Tim Tebow. Let's make him better as a blocker. He's up to a 66. Timothy Tebow. 36 years young. And Herbie Joyner also gets better. Beautiful. Saving up for next gen. Yeah. Like I said, I obviously got super, super lucky to, get my console, and I did. And again, a big shout out to Monkey Dude and Deke Slayer for helping that happen. Shout them out both in chat right now. That is at Deke Slayer or just Deke Slayer on Twitch.tv, and Monkey Dude, MONKIE Dude 22. Good friends of the channel. And Deke, again, I hope everything with the Lions went well. Went swell, even. I hope it went swell. Alright, game day goals. Again, win the turnover battle. Don't allow the yards per carry. No turnovers, boys. No turnovers. Should be good. Monk, because I mentioned getting the Xbox, and it's primarily because of you. That's why. Because I wanted to. Alright, so let's go just best overall in terms of the depth chart. And the only thing we have to do is check our schemes. 85 for the vertical power run. I think we'll stay with the vertical zone run. And then 96 for the base 3-4. We will very obviously stay with that. So, preseason it is, and we'll see who makes this team. It is a Super Bowl rematch in Philadelphia to kick off the preseason, which is fantastic. And we won that game 28-6, so we've given up 9 points to the Lions combined from the Super Bowl and that first preseason game. Again, we will immediately skip the team profile and continue. We're going to focus on the offense again one more time as we try to get these guys that bit of extra development, and then I got to find out the main 6 defensively that we'll focus on. Reaver, what's going on, by the way? I hope you're good. Up to 16 staff points, too, after that first week. That's pretty good. So, player upgrades. Am I optimistic for the 22 reveal? Yes. Ooh, Mac Jones. Getting another point. He is now a scheme fit. Beautiful, beautiful boy. Mac Jones. Broderick Woodley. Try to make him better as a run stopper. He's an actual 70 now. That's not bad. And J.C. Jackson. The man. The myth. The legend. The legend. He was incredible for us when we won the Super Bowl last year. Absolutely incredible. In terms of the staff, we need our goals for the week. Again, the one thing I wish EA would let us do is just set the same goal. Like, I want a preset to be able to just say, I want the same 3 goals for the week every single week instead of it randomizing. Because the 3 that I set, turnover battle, no turnovers, yards per carry, we seem to hit on those quite a bit in the sim. As Felix Good was apparently injured. Let's take on Deke Slayer's Detroit Lions. At Gillette, we won again. We're 0-2 so far this preseason. And let's use the third preseason game and then the off week to figure out who we're going to focus on defensively for our 6 players. Winovich is a bit too old, so Oscar Aiken will be one. Also on that right-hand side is McKay. Rage 1, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. And again, to people that are returning after last night's great stream, after, of course, Mills hit us up with the host, thank you. Again, I'm glad you enjoyed. And again, anyone has any questions about what's happened, what's going on, hey, ask away. Why not? And that will open up room for the regulars in chat to be like, so, hey, what's your name? What do you do? And then I'll just be like, you're so funny. And then we'll move on with our night. It'll be great. Defensive tackle, Barmore. See if we can get... We might have too many good defensive players. Let's get Goldsberry in there. Oh, boy, what are we going to do? Koromoa. How are we going to optimize 6 players? Jeez. Okay, well, at least Smith and Hightower are old, but we need Dalton in there, too. So if we don't use Dalton... Plus of odds.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Yeah, last night's draft went really well too. Coco, 7 months, 2 best hitting pitchers in the MLB today. Ohtani about. Wow, that's a bit off color, but you're not wrong. Fucking hell. So I guess defensively, we're gonna have to have. I just have to segue away from that. All right, Coco, fair enough. You went there. We're gonna have to have 2 different groups on the defensive side that get the focus in practice because we have too many good defensive prospects. So defense 1 will be Aiken, McKay, Barmore, Goldsberry, Caramella, and Dalton. Off color. I didn't know Sammy Sosa was. Fucking hell, Reaver. This chat is something else tonight. I don't know what. I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know what's going on. But you guys do you. I can't stop you. Oh, holy upgrades. Okay. Jedrick Wills. God, I'm still so glad we got this guy from Cleveland. +2 run block finesse. Isaiah. Oh, Kyle Pitts just got an upgrade too. Isaiah Wynn is up to an 83. Beautiful. Terrell Winslow. Make him a little bit better. Goodness. Pete Rhodes. Again, we're gonna try to develop as an O-lineman. He has at least star dev, if not better, so we gotta focus on him. And then Kyle Pitts, who again, we traded, who we thought was gonna be our new quarterback, but then Mac Jones won us the Super Bowl. So we traded him to Atlanta. And Atlanta's like, oh, we'll give you Kyle Pitts and more. And so they did. And again, he has double me, mid-in elite, and red zone threats. Like, just stupid. So stupid that we were able to get him. Week 1, we play Buffalo as well. That's going to be fun. So win the turnover battle. Wow, the accuracy. No turnovers today, please. Goodness. All right, let's see if we can beat the Pete Carroll-less Seahawks. After Pete Carroll retired, we go 3-0 in the preseason, and now we have to cut 20 players off of the roster. 20 players have to be cut off of this roster. So, running back. It was going to be Stokes and Humphrey, but we're going to keep Bullard as a power back. So let's move Ernie Stokes to the practice squad. We'll move Kevin Humphreys to the practice squad as well. I think after just signing him to an extension last year as well, because he was honestly pretty good for us, but he just never took off. Fullback wise, we'll try to keep Chase Glenn there. Drop him down. Wide receivers, there's no way we're going to be able to keep all these guys, but they're not worth trying to trade for minor picks. So Nathan Anthony, Percy Wilson, and Stevie Myers. Left edge, we have Zach Blake. Move him to the practice squad. Right-hand side, we have Duval. Not on Jacksonville. Defensive tackle, we're going to try to keep Casey Hatchett. We are running out of spots for the practice squad here, though. Left outside linebacker Kyle Rogers is probably going to have to just be cut. Middle linebacker Bobby Bush. And draft pick Rashad Sheed, who if he had a dev pattern would be promising. And then corners, Desmond Young. All right, practice squad is officially full. So, let's see. Kyle Rogers has to go. If anybody is under a 65, they have to go. It's pretty much what we're looking at. Damn. So again, we'll send down Desmond Young. means Jonathan Mason is on the outs. Sorry, Johnny. Take a cat pen because we drafted him. And then on the right, Jesus. So now it's anybody who's a 65 has to be out, unless you have a dev pattern to save you. I hate to say it, Gary Duvall, you are on the way out. We go back over to corners. Alonzo McLean was the one with star dev, but he's also so young. I think Felix Good. We'll move him over. I'm going to see if we can keep McLean on the roster. And then safety-wise, oh my god, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I still have to cut 5 players. Right. So Alonzo McLean will drop down to the practice squad. Anybody who's a 66 is basically out. So Felix Good, hate to say it, but a chew. You're gone. Bobby Bush, hate to say it, you're gone. Excuse me, by the way. And Kevin Humphreys, hate to say it, but I think you're gone as well. And we'll go over to corners. Again, it's a risk to try and keep McLean, but we know for a fact we'd lose Monty McDonald. So, McLean to the practice squad. And then safeties, Ty Chapman to the practice squad, Melton. And I want to try to get Levi Ware over there, but that'd be one too many. And I hate to say it, Ware would be the oldest one, so he's gone. Sorry, Levi. You gotta go. And then... Chapman and Melton have to go too. Hate to say it, but away they go. So that leaves us with safeties 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think we made it. We made it down to our 53-man roster. No, we didn't. We still got to cut one more player. We're at 54. Who is on the team that shouldn't be? We have our 3 quarterbacks. Is it because I'm carrying 6 wideouts? Or... might be because I'm trying to carry 6 wideouts. We'd have to move on from somebody. Or we cut a second quarterback. I really don't want to lose any of those wideouts. Honestly, I think maybe Terrell Winslow can go, and we should be okay. Alright, so, just to play it safe, we will move veteran Kyle Van Noy over. The more I play Madden franchise, the more I'm impressed with the work they did. Right? I mean, Deke, it is getting better. Now, obviously, I think the main issue that people have is it used to be here, and now it's here, but getting better. So people are like, well, it's still not as good, but I mean, it's getting better. Kyle Van Noy, legendary Detroit Lion, right? All right, let's move Ronnie Stewart. Actually, let's not move Ronnie Stewart. Let's move Andrew Rice. And then this team is good. Much like the kick. All right, so. Again, this particular team, it is QB1, Mac Jones. From there, I mean, it's trash. Running back wise, the controversial Kareem Hunt. Scumbag Kareem Hunt, call him what you will. Wide receiver wise, this is where it gets interesting because we will have Gallup, Baldwin, and Harper as our top two. Again, Gallup was a stud for us. You have Sidney Baldwin with his star dev after 1 year, and then you have Jeremiah Harper, 21-year-old out of Miami. He's only 5'8", 96 speed. Deke, Gallup didn't get a single bid. I lowballed Gallup, and he signed, and that helped win us the Super Bowl. So again, we're definitely going to try to get Jeremiah Harper to develop here. No one else has a dev pattern we care about. Tight end wise, it is going to be Kyle Pitts as our number one, with Hunter Henry behind him, which is, again, as a Patriots fan, the biggest what if, I mean, aside from like, what if they beat the Giants, Mario Manningham, David Tyree, is probably what would have happened if Aaron Hernandez wasn't a murderer. Because the idea of having arguably the two best tight ends in the league at that time on the same team, like, it was unstoppable. And ever since, I found myself in Madden always wanting like two dominant tight ends. And yeah, we got him. We got him. Let's see. On the O-line, it is Isaiah Wynn. We want to make sure that Sanders... actually, really, yeah, that's Sanders, Todd, and Rhodes get some playing time. Defensive line, it's going to be Chase Winovich with Oscar Aiken until we know how good Jason McKay is. And the problem is, we don't know how good Jason McKay is. So Carl Nassib was great for us in the playoffs. We brought him back. But we got to prioritize McKay playing over Nassib. Defensive tackle, it is going to be Barmore and then Goldsberry. We don't know how good Goldsberry is, though. We could prioritize Goldsberry until then. Like, we can't do that with the defensive line, but prioritizing Reg could be the right way to go so that we see his development. Linebacker-wise, it's Koromoa. You got Smith, Hightower, Dalton, and Uche and Joyner. The Uche. So obviously, depth linebacker will have Dalton and Joyner. Try to get some optimized time. At corner, J.C. Jackson, Jonathan Jones, Greg Newsome, Grady Williams, Monte McDonald. Safety is Jordan Spillman, Andrew Rice, Ronnie Harrison, and Ronnie Nance. So not bad. So let's set up our depth chart for the season. Now that our roster is set. So again, let's optimize. So Mac Jones, QB1. Running back, good to go. Fullback. We'll prioritize Hunter Henry because Pitts, of course, is going to be our starter. And then if he's not available, well, actually, let's say Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is like a 73 rated tight end, but an 81 rated fullback. He's basically our new Tim Tebow, which is hilarious. Let's get Bullard in there too. Wide receiver wise, so this is the choice. Gallup's going to be our number one, and I think we're going to put Harper over Baldwin to start the season. Maybe, let's keep Baldwin over Harper still, and then Cooper, Owens, and Fletcher. Not bad. Tight end wise, Kyle Pitts, Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz. Wills is apparently an 85 rated tight end, which is hilarious. The problem is, like, he has 32 catching, so you couldn't possibly put him there. That'd be the dumbest thing you could do. So offensive line. Let's get... here. Nope, don't want David Andrews. Let's get Sanders there. And let's get Rhodes. And then a guard, we'll have Sanders and Todd. So they will be the backup no matter what. We'll also have Todd at center. So that way some of our younger guys get some playing time. Because we have some old linemen I'm trying to develop here late. Defensive line. Again, we're going to need McKay. behind Winovich. Carl Nassib is the third choice until we know how good McKay is. Defensive tackle. We will still have Barmore, Goldsberry, and then it'll be Steele. We won't have Winovich or Aiken, but there is where Carl Nassib could potentially find some playing time. Linebacker-wise, Koromoa. Nassib's a 77 rated linebacker, so we'll have Koromoa, we'll have Dalton and Joyner, Smith, Hightower, Dalton, and Joyner, and then Uche, Joyner, and Dalton. Not bad. Corners. Jackson Jones, Newsom, William McDonald. Perfect. Safeties. Spillman, Nance, and probably Stewart. Perfect. Koo and Scott. Scott and Koo. Kick return is going to be Owens, which is fine by me. It's the best one for the job. Punt returner, same thing, will be Owens. Kickoff will be Koo. Actually, hold on. Will actually be J.K. Scott. He's got a little bit more power. Long snapper, Trent Brown. Third down back will still be Hunt. Power back will be Hunt. Slot receiver, projected to be Kyle Pitts. We won't do that. Let's just have it be Gallup, and then Pitts, and then Henry. Although it doesn't make too much sense. I mean, it does make sense for it to be Pitts if he's not already on the field, but he could be. Then again, one slot, slot wide receiver, one tight end set for the most part. I guess, well, Kyle Pitts is the starter, so it should be Hunter Henry. This is where we get into problems. Let's have it be Harper as the slot receiver because of the speed. And then if it's not him, it's Henry. And then if it's not him, we'll go for... I mean, again, Pitts is the starting tight end, though, so if there's a slot receiver... yeah, Dave, we ended up with Pitts, I hate to tell you. We did trade the Falcons that quarterback, but they were willing to give up Pitts for dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. And we had no choice but to take advantage of it. Let's see. Rushing end here. Honestly, we can just go off of the overall, it's fine. Winovich, Hightower, Smith. Trying to get Hightower in there. Smith. And, well, I mean, I guess if we're going to have Hightower there, get Roquan if needed. We'll get McKay. And Nassib on that side. Maybe. Yeah. Actually, that would make sense. Nassib is higher rated, so that could be how he ends up getting some playing time. And then defensive tackle. I mean, it can't be Winovich there. Actually, it can, and if he's there, it'll be somebody else. We'll get McKay. We'll get Barmore. Did you get the 429 guy? We did! Hidden devs, so we don't yet know how good he is. And then, God, slot corner. I mean, it does make sense for it to be Newsom. Honestly, I'm not necessarily happy with how I set these up. So, the slot receiver, it does make sense for it to be Harper if we have a 2 out. That's fine. The rushing end options. Let's go Winovich, Nassib, and McKay. Let's get the linebackers out of there. Don't want the linebackers in that spot. Although Hightower makes sense because he's not necessarily a starter. So that makes sense. And then defensive tackle. Doesn't make sense for it to be Winovich since he already has a spot. McKay is not a starter. So we'll have Barmore, McKay, and Steele. So we'll have McKay over because he has a hidden dev. Then linebacker-wise, again, we could slot down Harrison, but it would just screw it up. That works. And corner-wise, it makes sense for it to be Newsome. Doesn't make sense for it to be Jackson or Jones or Harrison or Spillman. So Nance or Williams. Makes a whole lot of sense. I guess we'll put Williams there over Nance since he's a natural corner. All right, we're good. We're good. Our team is set. Took a little bit longer than I would have preferred, but that's how it goes. I cannot wait to see what we do. And again, friendly reminder, not only did we win the Super Bowl, not only do we have a great roster, we also have 4 first-round picks for next season already. Arizona, Philly, Kansas City. So we are still absolutely stacked, and we're going to find out if Mac Jones can go back-to-back.